Good morning, students. I Ghanshyam Daya, PGT Biology, KV number 1. Today, we will learn a new topic that is known as pollination. You know very well about the pollination because you studied it in your previous classes. But in this lesson, you will know more detail about pollination. So, now we start topic pollination. Pollination, it is the process in which transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma that is known as pollination. Pollinations having two types. One is self-pollination, another is cross-pollination. In self-pollinations, you know about the pollen grain are land on the same flowers, and cross-pollination pollen grain are land to the another flower. It is the diagram with showing self-pollination and cross-pollination. Self-pollination are further divided in two parts, that is autogamy, that is autogamy and geitonogamy. You we will learn further about the autogamy and geitonogamy. Cross-pollination, it is also known as xenogamy. Cross-pollinations flowers in cross-pollinations pollen grain are laid from one plant to another plant, and it is carried by some abiotic and biotic factor, abiotic factors and biotic factor. Abiotic factor like as wind and waters. If it is carried by wind, then it is known as anemophily, and if it is carried by water, then it is known as hydrophily. And biotic factor, when it is carried by some animals, and when it is take place by the insect, then it is known as entomophily. When it is carried by bat, then it is known as chiroptophily, and when it is done by a snail, then it is known as malcanophily, and when it is carried by birds, that is known as ornithophily. So we will study detail about all the pollination process which take place in plants. That is self-pollination. Self-pollination is the transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma of the same flower or a different flower on the same plant. In self-pollination, flowers are genetically similar. We can further divide it self-pollination in two parts. One is autogamy and another is geitonogamy. Autogamy. What is the meaning of autogamy? Autogamy is the Greek words that is autos. Auto means of self. Gamous. Gamous means of marriage. When the pollination is take place in between same flowers, then that process is known as autogamy. Following adaptation, you can see two types of adaptation which favor the autogamy. One is chesmogamous flower. Chesmogamous flower are those flowers which are open. That means their anther and stigma are exposed. So it helps the autogamies. You have to know about their example like as Catharanthus, Gardenia, Liliae. Okay. Now cleistogamous flower. Cleistogamous flower are those flowers which are closed. So you know if the bisexual flower and flower are closed, then it favor only autogamy. You have to know about their various names like as Pisum, Lathyrus, Comnil, Bengalensis. You have to know about every plant's name. That is the pollination process. You can see easily that that portion is anthers and pollen grain are laid from same stigma. Then that process is known as autogamy. And that diagram show cross pollinations. Now you can see that diagram in which the pollinations take place, autogamy and geitonogamy. In autogamies, pollen grains are laid in same flowers, then that is known as autogamy. When flowers are laid and pollen grain are laid one flower to the flower of same plant, that process is known as geitonogamy. You know very well, when pollen grain are laid on the same flowers, then that is known as autogamy. When pollen grain are laid on the flower of same plant, then that process is known as geitonogamy. Geitonogamies, geitons मतलब neighbors, gamous means marriage. The transfer of pollen from anther tuba one flower to the stigma of another flower of same plant or genetically similar plants. Geitonogamy resembles as cross pollination, but it is not cross pollination, it is autogamy in the requirement of pollen transfer through a pollinating agent. You know very well, it transfer from one flower to another flower, it take blend agent like as wind and other insect. But in geitonogamy, flowers pollen grain are laid on the same plant. Okay, this is diagram you can easily understand about the geitonogamy, autogamy and cross pollinations. You know autogamy two types. When in a condition you can easily see that is autogamy. When pollen grain land same plant species, then that is known as geitonogamy. When it transfer in other plant, then that is known as cross pollination. It is also known as xenogamy. Now, what is the advantage of pollinations? It maintains purity of the race. The plant does not need to produce large number of pollen grains. It ensures seed production. Self-pollination eliminates bad recessive characters. You know very well, if the plants are fused, similar types of plants lands fused, so there are no other unwanted characters are come, and it maintains purity. There are plant does not need to produce large numbers of pollen grains, so it ensures the seed production. Now, what is the disadvantage of pollinations? So you know very well, the variables enhances adaptability to change environment, reduce vitality decrease and ultimately lead to the degenerations. You know the variation are not come, so adaptation is not comes, and the capacities vitality it will be decrease. Now, cross pollination, transfer of pollen grain from the anther to the stigma of different plant. It is also known as xenogamy and also allogamy. You know, two different words for your xenogamy and allogamy. That is also known as cross pollination. It brings genetically different type of pollen grain to the stigma. You can see the pollen grain land from one plant flower to another plant flower. Cross pollination. What is the advantage of cross pollination? The cross pollination introduces genetically recombinance, hence variation in offspring. तो क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन में डिफरेंट प्लांट से पोलन ग्रेन आए हैं, सो इट टेक प्लेस वेरिएशंस इन ऑफस्प्रिंग. इन क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन इंक्रीज द एबिलिटी टू ऑफ द ऑफस्प्रिंग टू अडेप्ट टू वेरियस चेंजेस इन द एनवायरनमेंट. एनवायरनमेंट के अकॉर्डिंग प्लांट्स के अंदर बहुत सारे चेंजेस भी आ सकेंगे. दैट इज द मोर एडवांटेज ऑफ द क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन. द डिफेक्टिव करेक्टर ऑफ रेसिस इज एलिमिनेटेड एंड रिप्लेस्ड बाय better characters. The defective characters means that character is not suitable for plants, so it can be eliminated, and better character are come. So that is the very good advantage of the cross pollination. Disadvantage of cross pollination में दो तीन और हैं, जैसे plants have to produce a large number of pollen grains. The pollen grains are moved by various agents, तो it may be destroyed. So plant को बहुत ज़्यादा संख्या में pollen grain डेवलप करने पड़ते हैं, तो so that is the disadvantage. And the very good character are likely to be spoiled. बहुत सारे अच्छे करेक्टर्स जो कुछ पोलन ग्रेन में थे वो भी स्पॉइल हो सकते हैं. एंड एक्सटर्नल एजेंसीज इन्वॉल्व चांसेस फैक्टर इज ऑलवेज देयर. जो एजेंसी जो ट्रांसफर करती है तो उसमें कोई ज़रूरी नहीं है कि वो उसको ट्रांसफर कर पाए, तो एक्सटर्नल एजेंसी इन्वॉल्व चांसेस फैक्टर इज ऑलवेज देयर. So that are the various disadvantages of the cross pollination. Diagram show the agent of agent of pollination, abiotic and abiotic. And the abiotics, that is the wind, that is the water. And biotics, we know that insect, it can be by birds, it can be by bat, it can be by snakes and large animals which can take place. So that is the agent of pollinations. Now the adaptation in pollinations, that is adaptation in the pollinations and wind pollinations, it is also known as anemophily. Anemophily, the pollen grain of wind pollinated flower are lighter, non-sticky, dry and sometimes wings. For the wind pollination, pollen grains जो होते हैं वो हल्के होते हैं, चिपकते नहीं हैं आपस में, सूखे होते हैं और विंग्ड होते हैं. और इसके अंदर जो एंथर होता है वो वेल एक्सपोज होता है, जिसके कारण क्या होता है कि pollen grain अच्छी तरह से डिस्पोज हो जाए. इसकी जो स्टिग्मा होती है दैट इज लार्ज एंड फेदरी होती है, लाइक एज मेज एंड ग्रेन में. एंड विंड पॉलिनेटर जो फ्लावर होते हैं वो वेरी कलरफुल नहीं होते हैं एंड डू नॉट प्रोड्यूस नेक्टर. Insect pollination. What is the adaptation of insect pollination? Insect pollination is also known as entomophily. Insect pollinated flowers are large, brightly colored. You can that the flower which can attract the insect, so it have to bright colors, and it also fragments so that the insect attract towards, and rich in nectar, so insect get nectars. The flower pollinated by flies and beetles secrete foul odor. जो फ्लाइज और बीटल्स है उनको अट्रैक्ट करने के लिए थोड़ी फाउल ऑर्डर वाली होती है जो उसको अट्रैक्ट करती है. ऐसे जो होते हैं इनको एमॉर्फस कहते हैं, लाइक एज लोटस. पॉलिनेशन बाय बायोटिक एजेंट. पॉलिनेशन बाय biotic agent. The majority of flowering plant uses its range of animal as pollinating agent. You know very well. Among the animals, insect, particularly bees, are the dominant biotic agent for the pollination. In animals, bees होती हैं वो सबसे ज़्यादा एक dominant agent होते हैं कि जो ट्रांसफर करते हैं. Small flower present in cluster to make them conspicuous. यानी जो छोटे फ्लावर होते हैं वो अपने आप को ग्रुप में होके, क्लस्टर में होके बहुत ज़्यादा अपने आप को अट्रैक्ट बना लेते हैं, जिसके कारण फ्लावर जो ये इंसेक्ट है उसकी तरफ अट्रैक्ट होते हैं. नेक्टर एंड पोलन ग्रेन आर द यूजुअल फ्लावर रिवार्ड फॉर द इंसेक्ट. आपको पता है कि वो पोलन ग्रेन को पॉलिनेशन करते हैं लेकिन उसके बदले में उनको नेक्टर मिलता है. इन सम स्पीशीज फ्लावर रिवार्ड आर इन प्रोवाइडिंग सेफ प्लेस टू ले एग. कुछ एक ऐसे भी होते हैं जो कि कुछ ऐसे होते हैं जो अपने अंडों को उस जगह ही रख देते हैं, तो इस कारण ये एक सेफ प्लेस भी है. ऐसे को बोलते हैं एमोर्फिलस। A species of moth and yucca plant cannot complete their life cycle without each other। यानी moth और yucca plant की स्पीसीज ऐसी है कि वो एक दूसरे के बिना रह ही नहीं सकते। क्यों? क्योंकि द moth deposit its egg in the loculi of the ovary। ओवरी के लोक्यूलो में अपने अंडों को रख देता है। एंड द फ्लावर इन टर्न गेट पॉलिनेट बाय द moth। और बदले में वो पॉलिनेट हो जाता है moth से। मैनी इंसेक्ट में कंज्यूम पॉलन और नेक्टर विदाउट ब्रिंग अबाउट। कुछ तो ऐसे भी होते हैं फ्लावर इंसेक्ट जो कि पोलन और नेक्टर तो ले जाते हैं लेकिन पॉलिनेशन नहीं करते हैं। ऐसे होते हैं, उनको नेक्टर रोबर भी कहते हैं, स्पॉलर रोबर भी कहते हैं। सच फ्लावर विजिटर आर रेफर्ड एज पोलन और नेक्टर रोबर। नाउ व्हाट इज द significance of pollination? It is required for the fertilization and therefore produce of seed and fruit। You know very well, जब तक पॉलिनेशन नहीं होगा तो फर्टिलाइजेशन नहीं होगा, फर्टिलाइजेशन नहीं होगा तो सीड और फ्रूट नहीं बनेंगे। तो इट इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द फर्टिलाइजेशन एंड सीड एंड प्रोडक्ट। It stimulates growth of ovary। You know about the after pollination, after fertilization, ovaries stimulate growth। It result in production of hybrid seeds। The seed and fruit are also a source of nutrition। You know very well, seeds and fruit are having a lot of nutrient, carbohydrate, protein, vitamins, etc. Now, thanks.